Hello and welcome to the 47th installment of the Synapse Misfire Podcast. I'm your host, Chris, along with our co-host, Jordan.
That's me.
That's him.
That me.
Jordan, if you wanted to listen to this podcast on a platform other than youtube.com, where would you go?
So if you want to listen, basically anywhere but YouTube, you can find us natively on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, Spotify, and of course, Pocket Cast. I've said it so many times now. Eventually, I'll stop. It is my podcast app of choice.
Pretty sure it's his podcast app of choice.
You would be correct.
Damn.
And if you want to reach out to us, you can always comment if you are listening on YouTube, or shoot us an email over at synapsemisfire@pm.me. We'll get that email. You can send us your comments, your questions, your concerns, and of course, Chris, your death threats.
Your death threats.
And we'll read them out in the show. So far, we haven't received any death threats. Curate did receive a death threat early on from Alex.
Yeah.
We did receive a vivid image of a dick made with emojis by a friend of the show, Brian. We've had about 2 questions coming via email from friends of ours. So, more death threats, please.
Yeah. I agree.
But Chris, what do what we were talking before the show? This is a miscellaneous episode.
This is a miscellaneous show.
So like last episode was like we were sweating Avor's dick, dude.
Yeah, we're talking a lot about video games, specifically Valhalla and like other video games.
Other games that are on video screens, yeah.
So, this is less video games.
And let me guess. The only other thing we talk about, Trunk.
We're talking about trucks. My truck. I have a 2004 Chevy Suburban. I've had this truck for not very long. Actually, fun fact, I bought the truck in a different state. And that was like, I've had the truck for like a month and a half now, and I'm still driving on an out-of-state inspection sticker.
Nice.
So, my truck has this cool trick that it does. I just learned about it. The parking brake doesn't work at all. Just doesn't even slightly work.
Is it just to the floor, or is it like it's a foot pedal right on the left side? Does it just go down, or does it not engage?
It goes down and just doesn't engage. Because I was like, I had it because I was doing some stuff with the radio, and to do stuff with the radio, you have to put it in like accessory mode or run mode, hit the brake, and then move it all the way down, move the gear lever all the way down to first. The first gear lockout, where it'll just lock you in the first gear because it's all the way down. And I did that, and the engine wasn't running, but I was on a very slight incline, so I was like, I hit the parking brake, and I just kept rolling, like, that ain't right. So I was like, okay, let's try this again. I actually started the truck, I put it in drive. And then I put down the parking brake, and I let my foot off the brake, and it just went. Like, okay. Oh,
no.
Okay. But, another point I wanted to bring up, kind of unrelated. Man, I really miss having a manual transmission around.
Oh, my God. Now you do?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Why? Just because you don't have that, like, play thing almost?
Because then I don't have one anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have anything in manual. And I like driving manual, and I miss it now. You know, you never really truly know. You never truly know what you have until it's gone.
Yeah. Until you randomly decide you want a halftime.
Well, I don't mind. I don't mind that it was that the truck doesn't have it. I don't mind that because I just like it almost fits more in a way. But I will say I want a car with a manual transmission.
Yeah.
And I've been speccing some stuff out, looking to get rid of my current car and just get something.
Oh, really? Like a new car with a manual, or just like an older car with a manual?
New car.
Nice.
I'm gonna see what I can get for a lease. You know what I can actually afford for a lease? I did all the math, and then I was talking to our boss about this. I can afford, on a lease, I can afford a V8 Camaro with a manual transmission.
Really?
And it's not much more than I pay now. And then I was telling our boss about this. I was like, yeah, I was looking at that yesterday. He goes, what about insurance? I was like, oh, damn, he's got me there. So I quoted out insurance, and they said my premium would go from like $1,100 every 6 months to like almost $1,800 every 6 months. Like, oh, damn, that shit sucks. But then I had a realization. I didn't... Shut up, dude. I didn't have... He just comes over here, he screams 3 times, and then walks away. I had a realization. When I made this quote, it wasn't a quote to replace my current car with that car, with the Camaro.
Oh, it was to add it.
It was to add it additionally. So, on my premium, $910 of it every 6 months. $910 of it is my car. So if I take that $1,800 number,
it's about the same,
and take away the $910, it's actually less money to insure a Camaro than it is my car.
No. Holy shit.
But here's the thing now. One, I looked at like 5 different Chevy dealerships near us. No one has any Camaros.
Mm-hmm.
Not even one on the lot. Not even like a V6 I could look at. 2, 19-year-old kid walks into your dealership and goes, I want to test drive a V8 Camaro with a manual transmission. What answer are you going to give that kid?
Probably no.
Yeah, fuck no. Are you crazy? No, absolutely not. And a lot of dealers don't even let anyone test drive manual transmissions.
Why? Because you could fucking...
You could completely just detonate the clutch if you don't know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I've seen it before. It's just, all of a sudden smoke comes up and, no more clutch.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame them, but...
But I would be interested in test driving one with an automatic and then just getting the manual.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be... Does, the manual, is it, like, true manual with a stick, or do you just have paddle shifters only?
Yeah, it's a stick.
Nice.
I'm not going to get some bullshit with paddle shifters.
Yeah.
The only thing
Paddle shifters are cool, but that ain't,
It ain't manual.
It ain't
the only thing about paddle shifters, the only merit I think they have is in, like, high-end racing.
Well, yeah.
Because you flicking the paddle, the car will shift faster than a person could shift, but that's not what I want.
Yeah.
I want to shift, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's cool, though. Yeah, hopefully you find one. That'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. That would be pretty sweet.
But then I'd probably do some fuck shit with it, though.
Yeah. Well, it's a lease anyway. A lease or finance?
Lease.
Yeah, so you would get a new car every 2 years, right?
Every 4.
4. All right.
Or 3. I don't remember what I saw.
Yeah, so, just make it last every 3 or 4 years. And there you go.
Throttle wide open. Clutch dumped. Yeah, let's go.
We're going for a ride, boys. That's funny. That would be cool, though. That would be an interesting ride.
That would be comedic.
Damn it. I fucked up the notes.
Why would you do that?
I added a note from last episode to this.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm a boomer. I don't know how technology works. I took a phone call the other day, and I forgot I work with people who are all a bit older than me. Closest in age is 10 years older.
Damn.
And I hung up the call, and I just went, fucking boomers, man. And then I just turned around, and they were looking at me, and I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no, man.
You get your ass kicked by 7 geriatrics.
But what's that other note, Chris? What about the new IRL video? What's the deal with that?
New IRL video? New Synapse Misfire IRL video?
Yeah.
Listen, you got to keep this a secret.
Okay.
There's gonna be a new Synapse Misfire IRL video dropping soon after we record this, right? The boys all went shooting. We all went shooting, and we made a video. Synapse Misfire IRL. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell nobody.
Okay.
You'll have already seen it by the time this episode goes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
New IRL video.
Yeah, hopefully it was good. I watched it. I watched it twice, 2 times through, just to see if there's anything I could think of. And I mean, I enjoyed it.
It's an interesting
I think
video.
it's a pretty good video of ours, one of our better.
But here's the thing, is like, I want to do IRL more often, but it's just when you have to coordinate 2, sometimes 3 people, and we all work full time, and then we all have other things we'd like to do too. It gets difficult.
Other obligations and shit. It's tough to spend 10 hours doing this massive production, as we would call it. This is actually probably our highest production yet.
Yeah, we had 2 cameras.
2 cameras, some
angles.
fancy edits, yeah.
Yeah.
Synced up audio. I still remember the dumbest thing I said when I was like, "Oh, let's clap sync it," and you just looked at me and you were like, "You realized the gunshot is gonna sync it?" And I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah. One of the edits for this, I would play the video. The video would cut to that edit that I did. My PC would just detonate. It would just stop working for 30 seconds, and then the rest of the video would play.
Yeah, because you were doing 4K windows.
4K
literally doing
views.
8K. Yeah.
So,
that's that's cool though. Look out for that video. We should probably post something on the Instagram that no one follows because we don't ever fucking talk about it or do anything with it. But yeah, that's gonna be a good video. And hopefully there'll be one kind of soon after that. But speaking of videos, what's the deal with that next topic, bitch?
So, I've been writing stuff, many a thing, actually, and trying to plan some sort of return on my main channel. But I'm just thinking about it, and I've written 3 or 4 return videos, and I'm like, I can't settle on one, but the one I've written so far, the latest one I've written, I have a good feeling about it. I just haven't done anything with it yet. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be sort of an announcement kind of thing of me taking the channel in a different sort of direction, but I'm not sure what exactly I want to do fully. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to do that I don't have the resources to do. The time or the money. So.
Yeah.
But
time and money.
It is what it is.
2 things that all men seek.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. I said we just do a return video where we just beat the fuck out of Alex in that pool.
It's just a bare knuckle boxing tournament.
To the death.
To the death. In my old swimming pool.
Yeah.
You can use any implements you find in there. So any pieces of wood or anything. Rocks.
Glass. Oh man, you shivving each other, dude. Holy shit. Man. That would be something. But yeah, hopefully you'll be making a big, grand, old return to your damn channel.
But, speaking of grand old things, Jordan, why do you hate snakes, dude? What happened with snakes? What did snakes ever do to you?
I hate snakes. So, alright. My girlfriend doesn't really like cats. She doesn't trust them.
She doesn't trust what, cats?
Yeah, they look at you
what
and
about Oscar?
She doesn't really trust them. She's okay with them.
What do you mean
she's better with
she doesn't
them.
Trust him.
She's better with him, but she doesn't. I don't know. He'll stare into her eyes or whatever, and she he's gonna attack me. She was attacked by cats when she was younger.
All right, that's fair then. Okay, that makes more sense.
But she doesn't trust when they stare at you and they make eye contact and so on. And I look at Oscar, and sometimes Chunk. I don't really know him well enough, but I look more at Oscar and I'm like, yeah, he's fine. I look at a snake. I don't know what the fuck that dude's doing, dude. He's just slithering. He's shaking his head. He's looking at you. And I came across a video of what venom does to human blood.
Oh yeah.
And you get bit.
It denatures your blood.
Literally turns it into a massive clump of cells. And I was just like, this is why I don't like snakes. Just fuck a snake, dude. I hate snakes.
All right, if you're worried about your blood turning into massive clumps of cells, I've got some bad news for you. you are a massive clump of cells.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm pretty. What was that noise? Was that Chunk?
No, it was me moving.
Oh, I heard. Oh, it's definitely Chunk. I hear him coming. I heard something. Fucking. Yeah, this is just like a baseball of cells, though. It's like all just gross, and it's literally like if someone just took out your liver and just held it in front of you. That's what your blood turns into.
If someone pulled my liver out and held it in front of me, I go, what the fuck just happened? How did this happen?
You're like,
Why
damn
do you
it.
have give it back.
Yeah, you're like, bro, I need that.
Give it back. I need that.
I love the thought of someone just sticking their whole arm
Bro,
in you.
what the fuck?
Pulling your liver, and you're just like, bro, come on.
Come on now.
This is why we can't have nice things. And then you just drop.
I just collapse.
Yo, speaking of dropping, I saw this video on Reddit of this kid jumping a ramp on a BMX bike, and he hits the back of his head on the ramp, and then he turns into a literal rag doll. Like like all of his limbs go different directions. His limbs just go different directions at the same time.
There's this video, actually, that Alex found on Reddit of this fucking... We've been watching this video all week at work. And there's a video... It's a video of a guy in a truck. And he's, like, doing a burnout or a donut or something in the truck. And he hits a phone pole. A utility pole. The pole falls over. There's like a big arc of electricity as the transformer on the pole hits the ground and explodes. And then there's just so much fire.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell
happened. It goes
happened.
from like drifting to arc to apocalypse in like a matter of 10 seconds.
Like the guy crashed his truck. There was an arc of electricity, and then like the sun expanded and engulfed the earth.
Yeah.
It's the craziest shit I've seen in a long time. And I guess what Alex says, because he just knows things about these things, old transformers on utility poles are full of oil.
Oh.
And that precisely is the reason why they stopped filling them with oil.
Because when they fall to the ground and it arcs, aka spark, it turns into a bomb.
It turns into so much fire. Like...
This is why I love Alex. He just knows these things, dude. What the fuck?
It's crazy.
It's literally a bomb sitting on a pole.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. That's fucking insane.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? But back to the snake thing. Here's the thing. Here's my thing with snakes. A snake is definitely another one of those animals I could reasonably kill under the heel of my boot.
Yeah, most of them.
Like, very much. Like, unless you're talking like a boa constrictor.
No, he'll kill you under his fucking boot.
That fucker, right? He'll see me in the force and like pull a gun on me. Like he'll be the one. He'll like. That's like when snakes get so big that they primarily live in the water because it's too cumbersome for them to move on land. That's where I draw the line. That's fair. Those things are terrifying. However, right? King Cobra, terrifying, just because of the venom. But like, if I sneak up on a cobra, I could just one heel stomp and it's just done.
Yeah,
the show is over.
The problem with snakes is they're so wiggly, you know? Like, you ever take a worm by the tail and you're just like, you dumb shit, and then all of a sudden this thing just fucking bends up to you and you're like, oh shit, like you can't just grab a snake and just hold it there unless you get it right under the head. If you grab it from the tail, that bitch is just gonna spin around and
so
fuck
what
your
happens,
shit.
right, is you see a venomous snake, like a rattlesnake, and you're like, okay. You grab the fucker by the tail, and I read a story about this once. You grab the fucker by the tail and swing him above your head like a lasso, and then just bash him against a tree.
Now that is something I would love to do. Get me like a full like bite-proof suit. I will spin him like a fucking lasso and then swing him like a baseball bat right into a tree. I would love to watch.
Maybe I'm just jaded because around here we don't see snakes.
Yeah, we don't. I'm glad for that.
We don't see like scary ones. You'll see snakes,
garden snake,
but like you won't see scary snakes. I've seen like maybe a handful of snakes in my entire life.
Same.
Right. I actually fucking a snake got into my bathroom.
Really?
Once. I was and I live in the basement, okay? I don't know where the fuck this thing came from. But I was just chilling. I went to the bathroom, and I walked out, and there was something sitting on my bath mat. And I was like, that's weird. That's strange. And then I looked at it, and I was like, what is that? What is that? Like a piece of cotton? Piece of string? What is that? Oh, there's a snake. A little baby snake. I was like, what the fuck? I picked him up, and I yeeted it outside.
Fucking yeeted it.
I picked it up by its tail and just walked outside and just threw it out into the grass. I probably killed that snake.
Probably.
But the thing is with snakes, when you handle them, they musk and they piss everywhere.
Really?
So this is the second time I've dealt with a baby snake. The first time is like, they'll try to bite you a lot, but they got little baby teeth, so they can't do anything. So they'll just like chomp on your finger. And I'm like, oh, you little dum-dum, it doesn't do anything. It can't break my skin.
All of a sudden his teeth fucking grow to fangs to take your finger off. Like, oh shit.
Even like an adult garden snake is nothing, really.
Yeah. I fucking hate snakes, dude. I don't know. They have no right to exist.
I like reptiles more than I like spiders.
Yeah, I don't know. Spider's not like as nimble in my opinion, like as threatening.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like because I could physically slap a spider off.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I don't think they're as threatening. That's true. I don't think a spider is as threatening. But I don't like spiders. I like spiders less than I like reptiles.
Yeah.
Or I like reptiles way more than I like spiders.
It's just like I've always seen these videos of like a snake. Like you grab it from behind. And they just snap around because they're just so flexible because they're just a fucking snake.
Yeah, they're like little noodles.
So, like, you can't get a good grip on, like, a big snake. Like, a garden snake, yeah, you fucking stomp it in the ground. But, like, I'm thinking, like, a bigger snake, you can't get a good grip on it because you have to get it right below its head. Otherwise, you have no control of that thing, and it will just latch into your arm. Versus, like, a spider, dude, if there was a huge spider on this table, I could just do one foul swoop, and he's just going to get eviscerated.
That's true. That's true. A snake... And there's also no real reason you would just pick up a snake anyway.
Yeah.
Other than to remove it from a place it's not supposed to be.
So snakes, as you mentioned, are very cumbersome on land. How fast do they usually move? Are they like...
It depends on the snake.
Can some of them be pretty fast on land?
Like
I don't know much about snakes.
Like a black mamba is the fastest snake. I don't know how fast it is off the top of my head, but it's very quick.
Let's see. Hey, Doodle. How fast is a black mamba snake on land?
Typical speed of black mamba is 16 kilometers per hour.
16
This boy
kilometers?
runs 9.9 miles per hour.
Okay, so that's not like... I mean, that's fast. Like, faster than I can run, than like a person could run reasonably.
Well, no, you've definitely hit... When you ran out of my truck that day, you definitely hit past 10. Like, your average adult male will run at, like, 14 miles an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
That just seems high to
It's
me.
for very short distances. Let me see. Let me make sure. That was at least the statistics I've always heard, but let's see. Hey, Doodle. How fast can your average adult male run?
Around 8 miles per hour.
Yeah, so I was like...
8 miles? There's no way. In middle school, I was running 13 on track.
I was like, that's... Yeah.
Let me see.
But that's like... faster than a human can reasonably run.
For any substantial distance, yeah, I would hope the snake can maybe go 10 feet, and then I hope no more.
But the thing is, I don't have to worry about a black mamba. Because they live in, like,
they're not around here.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, man. I would love to shoot a snake. Can we get one?
But can we purchase a snake with the express intent of shooting it? No.
Damn. What about a spider?
Sure.
We'll buy a tarantula. We'll pin all 8 of its legs to a tree, right? With these wall staples, and then we'll just fucking blow them away with buckshot. Sound good?
We'll turn the spider into paste.
Into fucking paste. I want him to be mist.
He will turn into mist.
You're just gonna see just this little speck of spider just slowly floating down, and that's it. That's all I want.
Spider mist.
Oh God.
Spider got in my bathroom the other day.
And spiders too.
My brain is like genuinely broken. Like, my brain is like scrambled eggs at this point. My fucking sense of humor is so retarded. I was like, right, this is how my night went Thursday.
Oh, boy.
I got in my car, I'm like, okay, because I of course, as is normal for me, I slept for too long. And I was sleeping, and I woke up, I'm like, damn, I gotta get something to eat. So, twice in my journey to where I was going, I was gonna get a sandwich. I drove back. Cat runs in front of my car. I'm like, okay, I stop, I let the cat go, and I go, what the cat doing? And then, like 4 miles down the road, the same thing happens. He runs right across the road. I go, what the cat doing? And then I come back into my house. I pull back into my yard, and there's a turkey. And I go, what the turkey doing? And then I get in the shower, and there's a spider on the shower door. And I go, what the spider doing?
What the fuck? It was just like a perpetual fucking... Oh, that's awesome.
That video, what the dog doing, that video has ruined my brain.
Yeah.
Actually.
It is liquefied. You are much smoother brained now.
Genuinely. That's the only thing. Anytime I see any animal doing something rather mundane, you know, what the dog doing? Or what the cat
There's this
doing?
cat in our neighborhood that my brother, who lived there before us, nicknamed Frederick, so we just kept the name.
Frederick the cat?
He was beating the wheels out of another cat the other night.
Damn.
They were just in the woods by my car screaming, and he was just beating the wheels out of this fucking cat, dude. I was like, oh my god.
The cat.
That cat was like pinned up against a tree, and he was just punching it in its face. Like,
Holy
that cat was
shit.
getting its shit rocked. They did that like stereotypical cat thing where they run at each other, and they latch on, and then they just like start flipping.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they separate. They like, did that. You fucking suplexed them.
What I'm picturing is this cat in like a wife beater and with like a Newport in his mouth, holding down the other cat, punching the shit out of him. That's what I'm picturing.
Oh man, that's funny. He's just got his wife beater just beating this fucking cat.
Beating the shit out of this other cat.
It's like, where my money at, bitch?
He just felt like, just like there was a feud that happened. There was money that was owed or drugs that was owed, and just
man, don't you just hate when you owe drugs?
I owe someone drugs. It happens, you know. I went to the doctor the other day, and he said to me, "Look, we're giving you too many prescriptions. You owe me some drugs. Doesn't matter which ones they are. You just owe me some drugs." And I said, "All right, bet." And you know.
What's this? Hey, did you actually see? This just reminded me. Did you see? We have a thunderstorm warning.
Do we? Damn. What the thunderstorm doing? Severe thunderstorm warning.
Yeah.
This is no ordinary thunderstorm warning, Jordan.
It's a severe one.
Did I see what, Jordan?
Did you see the new update from the government about your phone being able to use Bluetooth to tell you if you were exposed to someone who had COVID?
Yeah, I got a fucking pop-up on my screen the other day about this. And I'm like, one, far too late.
Far too
Too
late.
little too late, right? What the fuck?
That's obviously not thunder. That's gotta be your dad reeling something.
What the hell is that? KFC biscuits are another level, man.
It was actually Mom. You worked at KFC, right, for a little bit?
I did. It's my first job.
That's right. And then, what did you do after KFC? It was another fast food place, I thought,
Burger
right?
King.
Burger King. And then you started at the dealership.
That shit sucked.
Which one was better, KFC or Burger King?
Burger King.
Was better? Really? Yeah. Didn't you eat a shit ton of mac and cheese at KFC?
Yeah, I closed a lot, so I would just take stuff from the closing tray.
Yeah. So, update for the audience. That loud noise that we both reacted to that we thought was, a cart or something rolling above us was in fact thunder for the severe thunderstorm warning that we just saw. So.
Things ain't looking so good for your cookout, Jordan.
No, they're not. It's fine. It'll just be a cook-in, I guess.
Sure.
But anyway, as you were saying,
So,
the COVID warning.
Just for the context, we went upstairs to investigate and we confirmed it was Thunder, and then my dad gave us a biscuit, a KFC biscuit.
And that's where the KFC Burger King thing came up. So there's your context.
So yeah, I ended up getting the pop-up on my phone about that. Mm-hmm. And I was at work, I was like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Like, okay, the state knows I'm fully vaccinated. Most of the state is fully vaccinated right now.
Yeah. I turned it on specifically because I want to see if it works. Like, I want to know if it happens. That'd be kind of cool if it says that. And I was like, I want to see if I actually get anything from it. Because what it's supposed to do is essentially ping phones around you using Bluetooth. So, like, my phone will ping to Chris's. And then, obviously, technically, if you pay your phone, if it's under your name, it should be registered to your name. And if you test positive for COVID, when they put that in their database, it'll know that day I was around you and tell me. Now, do I really care? Not really.
You already had COVID.
I already had COVID, and I wear, like, at the store, I still wear my mask and shit, so don't really care.
Here's the thing.
Seems kind of cool, but too little too late, for sure.
Yeah, but here's the thing, just for reference, right? We're, like, our area's generally, like, New England was pretty strict with, like, the mask mandate. Just all of New England.
Yeah, just in general, it was, for sure.
And the class I took today, no one had a mask on.
When I took that class, that was in August of 20... Would it have been 19 still? No, couldn't have been, because we graduated in 2019.
Yeah, no, it was 20.
It would have been 2020. Right when COVID kicked off, he didn't wear a mask. He refused to.
Well, the instructor didn't, but what about all the people?
He gave you the option to not wear it.
Really?
At the time. That was just his personality, but that was shocking when I went there.
Yeah, like, no one wore a mask. No one wore a mask.
No one has a mask at the grocery store anymore. It's like 1 in every 5 person
I don't really wear a mask at the grocery store either.
Yeah.
The state
You're vaccinated, so.
The state says, the store says to me, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. I'm vaccinated, so I don't have to wear a mask, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like it was kind of wishy-washy for a while. But now it's kind of going away. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, definitely it's a situation of, like, we make everyone wear one, or we make no one wear one, essentially.
Yeah.
So, you can't, like, sort by vaccinations.
No, because then you have to stop every person and check.
And, like, a store, if you're a patron of a store,
they're not.
to a store, they are not allowed to check.
No.
This is the thing. That's, if you're an employee of a store, they can check, sure.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised, like, our work they ended their mask policy for vaccinated people and then never checked if anyone was vaccinated.
I'm actually shocked at the amount of people at our work who aren't vaccinated that are maskless.
Yeah, like, I was already vaccinated, so I didn't have to wear one. And, right, it's foolish because, like many other places, our work is offering an incentive to get vaccinated. Works, employers, schools,
yep,
are offering incentives. Like, you get money to take this free vaccine. I don't give a shit what it does to me. I hope it kills me, honestly. I hope in 5 years, the long-term effects of this vaccine are just like your lungs turn to crystal. They turn into
in an instant
actual stone.
It's not even like a slow death. It's just instantaneous.
5 years to the day
of that second dose.
Of that second dose, your lungs turn into stone, like just granite.
But no. Even better, then they crack you open and it's a diamond, and they can harvest it.
That was their plan all along. Your lungs turn into 2 big diamonds, and they cut you open and take the diamonds from you.
And then this guy get fucked, nerd.
Yeah. So now, which extra doesn't make sense, because now there'll be a ton of diamonds, so the value of them will plummet.
And no one's buying diamonds because everyone's dead.
No one will want diamonds because everyone's dead.
Yeah, no, I should be getting vaccinated once I get back from vacation. I wanted to do it before, but by the time I would have got the second dose, it was the week of, and I was like, yeah, I'm just going to probably, if I do get sick, that's going to suck for vacation.
I was going to say, see if you can get Johnson & Johnson, but, like, I see on the news every day, like, constant problems with Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah.
I got Pfizer, and I felt really nothing. I know Alex got Moderna, and, like, he didn't feel really bad.
And then your other coworker.
He got Moderna. He got fucked up for, like, 2 days.
Yeah.
So, my dad got Moderna. He was down for, like, 3 days.
Really?
So.
Yeah.
He's like, he took the vaccine. He's like, man, I don't feel good, but he had to do something. So he drove to do whatever. I think he had to deliver something or pick something up or whatever. So he drove, and then he drove back, and he was like, because even beforehand, he's like, man, I really don't feel so good. He drove back, clipped our stone wall coming into the driveway. He clipped that, and he's just like, he just tells me, like, yeah, I hit the stone wall. I'm like, oh, okay. And he goes, I'm just going to go to bed. And he slept for, like, until the next day.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Like,
holy shit. Yeah.
That shit just messes with you, dude.
Yeah. And do be hitting hard, man.
that Moderna be hitting, though.
Oh, man, I'm on something else. I'm on cloud 9, boy.
I'm on that fucking Moderna, dude. The Pfizer wasn't that bad. It was just like...
That's what I want to get, yeah. I plan on taking the incentive from work and putting it towards that shotgun I found to buy a new one. I want to buy that new shotgun, Mossberg shotgun that I found at the gun shop I usually go to. It's only about $390, maybe $490. It was one of those two. Oh, there's the thunder again. $390 or $490. So
off mic again. Where's the shop you go to? Because I was like, I'd like to go back there to buy stuff, but like they don't have much.
They don't have very much. They put stuff on order for you. That other shop, I keep going there because they're a little far away from me. They're pretty far away from you, probably like 25, 30 minutes. But
it's not that bad.
They yeah, I guess it isn't that bad, but it's and you could take the highway. I can't, so that's why the drive is long for me. I have to like stay off the highway most of the way. But they're cheap from what I've noticed. Their stuff's very inexpensive.
They had, they had a fucking SW500 on the shelf. I'm like, holy shit, dude! I want one of those. And he wanted $1,200 for them, which is like cheaper than I thought they would go for.
Yeah.
Which, you know, for a 50 caliber revolver, he was talking about it. He goes, "This gun, if you buy this for home defense, if you have an intruder who's taking cover behind your neighbor's refrigerator, you'll hit them."
Yeah. Yeah. I think you gave the same exact analogy to our class. Yep. Yeah.
I want one of those so bad, and I'm so glad that they're legal here.
Yeah. That shit don't hurt to shoot. That'll be fun, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. My dad's yelling at my cat.
But yeah, I'll probably leave that little part in. Cut around it for sneakiness. There doeth, beeth, cheweth marks on the on Alex's mic, man. We left it up. Damn. I'm surprised he chews anything, dude. Oscar doesn't do shit.
I don't even got shit to say.
Kid. Yeah, man, that's fucking.
Can we get on topic now?
Yeah, let's
All
transition back.
Windows 11 leaked.
Yeah, you mean Windows 10.5? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Windows 11.
Windows 10 for mobile.
It's just like it's virtually identical.
It's mobile friendly Windows 10, which is fine.
Like, they changed some of the icons around.
And like the menus and
then
they brought back, I think, control panel looks like the old Vista control panel instead of what it was on 10 now. Things like that.
See, the Windows 10 settings don't work for shit.
Yeah, and it's the same on fucking 11.
Control panel, that's what you have to go into control panel to get anything done reasonably. Mm-hmm. And it looks like a lot of times, like a lot of the screenshots in the video that I've seen, it looks like Linux with a Windows desktop environment. Because like it has to be different enough so they don't get a cease and desist. Yeah. And there's just some fundamental differences.
Yeah.
But like it looks like a Linux desktop environment.
Yeah. It I said this to you at work, like it looks like whatever, like to me Windows, as long as it doesn't mess with my purpose, which my purpose for my computer is obviously gaming, number one, and number two, just basic internet shit. So I don't really give a fuck what it looks like. But it would be nice to see them actually like make a good OS. That would be cool.
Well, 10 is pretty good. 10 is pretty good.
10 is good now, yeah. And people also, the thing about 10, or just Windows in general, the PC like master fucking minds, they nitpick everything about Windows 10. Like the new, I was telling you before, the new temperature for your area,
Oh,
like
yeah,
the weather.
yeah.
People were bitching about that on Reddit. I saw that and I went immediately. I was like, huh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, like Windows 10, one of the most recent updates, they just added like a little weather and news
Widget,
thing
yeah.
to your taskbar, and I looked at that, and all right, I don't know about the audience, but like I know Jordan would know this immediately about me. It's something I would look at and go, that's stupid. I don't like that. And that was my first reaction.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, that's actually kind of useful.
Yeah.
And I just started using it.
Yeah. Everyone was like bitching about it on Reddit. I was like, bro, what do you mean? Like, that's so fucking
But you
cool.
can also
turn it off. Imagine that.
Instead of complaining about it.
Oh, do you remember a few episodes ago I mentioned my Reddit post?
Yeah.
That became somewhat popular of like a local
Yeah.
grocer in my area. So that post kind of did its thing. And then I was browsing the same subreddit the other day, and people are review bombing that store.
Really?
Because of how shitty the owner is.
Really?
So, yeah, it's like people are actually posting about it on that subreddit. I was like, oh, shit, okay.
What's that store even? What was it?
It's something grocery outlet. Family
Oh, it's
something
like a grocery thing.
It's a grocery outlet that has all expired food.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There was a spot that
Used to do that.
That used to do that. Fuck, what was it called? I forget what it was called, and even if I remembered, I probably shouldn't say. Because I think they had multiple locations. All like very specific to this area.
Yeah.
But that was their shtick.
Yeah, you get like something that's usually $2.99 is like $1, and it's expired.
Yeah, they had like you could get like all the beef jerky for like you would just get like you would walk in and be like, holy fuck. You would walk in, there's some serious thunder going on.
I should probably try to shut my window. It's cracked, but I don't know.
But there's like there was a big thing of beef jerky in the center, and you could get like 3 bags for like $1.
Yeah. Yep. Or Slim Jims, basically beef jerky, but
and
like way worse.
They had shit that I had never seen before.
Mm-hmm. Like they imported it or some shit.
Like they just pulled it off the back of a truck somewhere, probably. They had like, and then they also had like big clear bags of like frozen chicken nuggets and stuff. Like, it looks like they had been lifted from like a Burger King. Mm-hmm. Because like it's in the all clear packaging, because it's not packaged for like market
sale.
Sale. They had to have like gotten it from like a bulk food vendor or something, and you could just get like a 5-pound bag of popcorn chicken. It was completely clear. There was no branding on it.
No label.
There was just a barcode that they put there. That shit it was the most bootleg shit I ever seen, but man, was that a great store, and I'm so upset that they closed.
Yeah. Did they close for like legal reasons or just because?
No, just because closed? Like discount store, there's no legal issues with it.
Yeah.
Because they often have like, oh, if you buy something here, it's at your own risk because it is out of date.
Yeah.
Because most of the stuff was out of date, but like beef jerky goes out of date. Like, okay.
Beef jerky's better when it's out of date, man.
It's literally meant to be preserved.
Yeah.
It is a preserved meat product. Or like frozen chicken nuggets. They're frozen.
Hell yeah, frozen nuggies.
So, and they would have like little protein bars and stuff that I had never seen before and I've never seen since.
Some guy came over the boat from India and brought him with him.
Basically.
What by the way, what's the deal with it? This has been bothering me. What is the deal with the new Kia logo? I haven't even seen this thing.
Holy shit. Okay. So, for 2022, Kia has changed their logo. And I was reminded of this because I saw a new Kia vehicle on the road yesterday when I was driving home from work, and it has the new logo. And I remember getting upset about this because I saw a Doug DeMuro video that had the new Kia logo in it. They did K backwards N. Look it up. Look it up, the new Kia logo. It's K backwards N. It's just KN. They combined the I and the A.
2022, you said?
2022, or just new Kia.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's K backwards N.
So instead of KIA, it's K backwards.
Yeah, it's KN. It looks stupid. Kia, what are you doing?
I liked their logo before.
It was just like, what was it? Just like a thing that just said Kia.
It's basically just that.
Yeah, and you could tell that it was Kia.
I could tell a Kia immediately. Like, as soon as I saw the logo...
I was like, what the fuck's a KN?
Yeah, truthfully, like that, I would not think Kia. I wouldn't. Like, it doesn't stick out like Ford. Ford's new logo concepts that they still haven't fucking used. Like, it's all fancy, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a Ford. The colors are the same, the font's a little different, but you can clearly make out that it's four letters that spell Ford.
Yeah, like Ford and Chevy are doing like some weird things with their branding. Like, their new trucks, I only think there's certain ones, but their new ones it'll just have Chevrolet, and that's the grill. Which I think looks cool. Part of me thinks that looks cool, and part of me thinks that looks ridiculous. I'm just a fan of the gold bow tie.
So, I liked that better, and I like the new Explorer, how it just says Explorer on the front. Oh, yeah,
like the new Bronco does that, and it looks great.
Now, what I hate...
It looks great. It just says Bronco across.
That's fucking mint. What I hate is there's this guy on my street who has a Chevy Silverado. Must be fairly new, because it just recently appeared, and no one moved in. And it says Chevrolet across. But in the bottom right corner, viewed from the front, there's a tiny gold Chevy logo. I'm like, that's fucking stupid. It is the size of like a pin you'd put on your shirt. Stupid.
Have you considered that maybe the Chevy just spawned there one day? Like GTA?
It was just rendering in.
Yeah. No, that's stupid. Ford is definitely like keeping on at least their pickup trucks, their Ford logo pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Like, on this, I was going to say F-250s, but it's just the Super Duty line. Just has a massive Ford logo.
Yeah.
Which I like. A 10-inch wide Ford logo.
Yeah, which I like. It's better than the little ditzy pin.
That was another vehicle I was looking at. Not a Super Duty, but a new Bronco. Mm-hmm. The new Bronco, they make it in stick.
Oh, really?
And I can afford that as well. But I don't know. Be interesting.
That would be. I say go with the Camaro, but I don't really want to see you wrap yourself around a tree on the highway. So maybe you shouldn't go with the Camaro.
No, if I crash in a Camaro, I'm gonna turn it into vapor. Not even mist, vapor.
It'd be like when the guy from work with his Miata. So be the same concept.
That, but instead of rolling, I hit something, and I just vaporize, legitimately, because was it like 455 horsepower, 455 pound-feet of torque. So I'm on the highway going like 140 miles an hour. I hit the back of a semi-truck. I log out. I turn into fucking subatomic particles.
It's like Sword Art Online. You just fucking sign out.
I just fucking, like, insert the, like, Discord leaving call noise. I just fucking, doo-doo. I just disappear.
And he's just gone. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Oh, man.
I love that. I love that imagery. Oh, man. I love the idea of just you hitting the ground or hitting a truck and just doo-doo.
Just fucking doo-doo. Or, like, have you ever seen that video? It's like a big meme clip of just the guy who gives a peace sign and disappears.
Yeah.
It's like that.
And he just fades out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That video's funny.
Christ.
Thunder, shut up, Paris.
You done?
He ain't done. He's up there farting away, dude.
So Google released new earbuds.
Oh, I want to hear this because this sounds interesting. I love earbuds, as you know.
Google released new earbuds, and they were so important that they felt the need to email me about it. For those that don't know, I just got Galaxy Buds Pro, and they're very nice. And Galaxy Buds Pro, I got some aftermarket tips that don't slip out.
I'm buying them right now, dude. I'm waiting for them to come in. I'm getting some foam tips that I heard really help with the isolation, too.
And they help with the isolation, and they help so they don't slip.
Which my right one always does.
Because if they slip, your music will just pause. Mm-hmm. Anyway, and your fucking pass-through won't work.
Yeah.
Or your noise canceling as well. I had that experience where I had one on and one was slipped out a little bit. This is my right one was slipped out a little bit, and there was noise canceling on one ear, and because sometimes it just turns itself on. So I was just like, I just heard, like, what the fuck is happening? I thought I was going insane because it started to make me dizzy. Because it fucks with your ears.
Yeah. Makes you feel like you're moving almost.
Yeah. But, so Google Pixel Buds A series. So I was looking, I was like, what is the fucking gimmick with these things? And, a lot of, like, earbuds now are just like, this is our pro line earbuds. They have active noise canceling. Like all the Galaxy Buds have had that. The AirPods Pro have that. And it's just okay.
Yeah.
Now Google advertises their new feature. Passive noise canceling. Every fucking every pair of earbuds has this. Passive noise canceling. And they put it up there in the tech specs. Passive noise canceling. They're earplugs. You put them in your ear. Of course it's going to cancel out some noise.
How many times since this show has started have I used that phrase about the Galaxy Buds? So many times I told you, yeah, the Galaxy Buds Plus have really good passive noise cancellation compared to the Beans.
Yes.
That's nothing new.
They advertise that as a feature.
Check this out. I got passive noise cancellation. I can't hear a thing. Damn. I have my fingers jammed in my ears. Like, so stupid.
Other than that, I can't think of a single remarkable feature. They're just
Why does everything about Google suck?
Yeah.
They're such a big goddamn company. Why do they suck? Everything they make, their phones suck. Their watch sucks. Their earbuds suck. Their operating systems, really good. Like, what the fuck?
Let me think.
Like, goddamn, Google, come on.
No, I'll say this about Google. Every piece of hardware they make is just so mediocre that everyone forgets about it.
Yeah. The only feature I have ever liked about a Google phone is the squeeze to activate the assistant. That is the only thing So with Pixels, you can squeeze your phone, you squeeze the sides, and there's buttons underneath the frame. When you squeeze it, it activates the Google Assistant. It's the only feature I've ever liked about them.
So genuinely a useless feature to me.
Generally, yeah. If you're not someone who uses the assistant a lot, like you can basically just go like this and squeeze the end of your phone, and it will activate the assistant. And like that's the only feature they've ever had, aside from obviously the fact that they've for a while had one camera and it's been like a competitor with like iPhone.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is the thing is like with new phones. It's like I don't have a need for 4 cameras.
Yeah, truthfully, I know. I mean, I would like a macro, to be honest with you. I love fucking around with macro photography, but
like I don't take I don't take that many pictures on my phone to begin with.
Yeah.
What I actually do like, which is a jump from my phone to yours, that a very subtle thing they did in that generational gap, because you have a Note 10.
Note 10 Plus, and you
I have a Note 9.
Yeah.
So, what they did actually is they formatted the storage properly on that. So I believe it's exFAT.
Yeah.
Mine is still FAT32.
So yeah.
So when I record video, it's split into 4 gig chunks. Yours doesn't do that.
Mine's one long fucking 4K video. Yeah.
It's great. It's wonderful.
We learned that when we started filming for the podcast, because Chris would have like 10 videos on his phone. And we're like, what the fuck? And then I would have one long 50-minute video.
It's fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is nice. It's stupid that it was really any other way.
But here's the thing: I could probably just reformat it to make it work.
True.
True. But I just have so much shit on my phone, I don't want to reformat it.
Man, passive noise cancellation. What a technological leap.
Really, genuinely, yeah.
This is like the biggest thing in tech since ray tracing.
Apple did new earbuds too. The new Beats.
The new Beats, which I've heard for $150 are okay.
Yeah, but I just feel like now the every manufacturer now has a set of true wireless earbuds.
Which I like the concept of. Like, I like having one that works specific with your device, because for a while it was just AirPods and Galaxy Buds. So, and then all those no-name knockoffs you get on Amazon. So, like, if you had a OnePlus phone, I think the fact that OnePlus now has their own lineup of earbuds, their OnePlus Buds, that's good for you as someone who has a OnePlus phone.
I suppose, but also they have to be good earbuds.
Yeah.
But it just feels like there's nothing outstanding about the earbuds anymore. It's like they're all like in the $200-ish range, 150 to anywhere from like 150 to like $300. And it's like they're all true wireless, active noise canceling with pass through, and they all sound okay.
Yeah, the only ones that do anything specifically well is from reviews. The Galaxy Buds and AirPods are good for ANC. The Mark 4s really good for ANC, and then Apple AirPods Pro specifically have the best transparency mode out of any earbuds.
I'm jaded as well because I was my first introduction to active noise canceling was the Sony WH-1000 Mark IIIs.
Over ear, yeah.
The big over-ear ones, which are genuinely like industry leading noise
ANC,
canceling.
yeah.
Like it's generally like some of the best active noise canceling you can get in headphones. And it works so good. I put in the Galaxy Buds Pro and I turn on ANC. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
It's okay. I mean, it does something.
Yeah. It's Galaxy Buds Pro benefit from the one thing that we mentioned, or I mentioned to you months ago on a video, or a podcast, I mean, where we were talking about ANC and we said most of the legwork of ANC for earbuds is the audio you're playing.
That's true. So most of the noise canceling and active noise canceling is passive.
It's passive. Most of the noise canceling, like with the Galaxy Buds, if I'm listening to a podcast at a comfortable volume with ANC on, it's really good. The minute I pause, it's like I took them out. It's not remarkable.
Like, yeah, I've noticed that where like.
But the Mark IIIs, baby. Ooh, the one time I used them with my coworker, and I did the optimization thing, and I was just like, what the fuck?
I can still hear stuff through the ANC, like subtle things. And I'm like, man, this ANC just isn't that good. And then I play something, and I'm like, oh, this supplements audio very well. Like,
well, because the audio shuts out all the loud noises, and then the ANC shuts out the like white noise background. So that's where
like all the background stuff.
Yeah.
So like I don't hear my computer, or like my fan, or if you have an AC, you don't hear the AC. You know what I still do hear through my fucking ANC?
Chunk. I had a feeling.
He yells so much. That cat has such a set of lungs. He's the decibel volume he can reach.
Yeah.
He I picked him up the other day and he meowed right in my ear and I was like, I nearly went deaf.
It's like a flashbang went off.
Genuinely. I was like, holy shit, dude, stop doing that.
That's hysterical.
Stop yelling so loud. He's gonna like break his voice box one day.
Like the episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah. But like I see this with older cats where their meow just goes That's gonna be him at like 5. He's like 3 now.
Yeah.
Or like 2.5 or whatever. Or 3. I don't know. I don't really know how old he is, to be honest with you. But by the time he's like 5, he's just gonna, instead of meowing, he's just gonna go.
Oscar's turning 11 next month.
And he doesn't meow very much.
No. He just goes, meow.
Ow. That's what he does. He goes. But he doesn't meow very much. Like, maybe if I go to your house for, like, an entire day, maybe I see, like, 1 or 2 meows out of him.
Yeah.
You show up to my house for, like, 10 minutes.
And I hear at least 10.
And
10 to 15.
My cat doesn't shut the fuck up. He does not shut. I yelled at him the other day about this.
Yeah.
He was over there. He was making a bunch of noise. I went, shut up! And he looked at me, and I looked at him. And he looked at me, and I looked at him.
And then he went,
wow. And then he kept making noise. Because cats are incapable of processing human language.
Yeah. Yeah, understood. Yeah. I actually read a while back that meowing in general, which I've noticed, isn't something cats do to themselves, like between each other. It's something they do towards humans.
See, I read that fact and then immediately read that it was not true.
Really?
Yeah, like nearly immediately. I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's not true.
So what was the evidence for it to not be true?
I don't remember. I'm just
curious.
Remember reading.
I've always heard that was the case, and I was always like, I mean, it kind of made sense. Like, I don't Like, I've never heard a cat meow at another cat, really. Like, anytime I've ever seen two cats interact, they usually either yowl or they just make subtle noises.
What I read as well is what they do a lot, too, is they will meow in, like, frequencies that humans can't hear.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know that was even possible. That's cool. All these times Oscar's like, fuck you, bitch, in a different frequency.
Basically.
Oh, is that Thunder or is that Chunk?
That's my dad moving around.
Your dad, yeah. Yeah. Man, what a miscellaneous episode.
What a miscellaneous.
What a miscellaneous.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all I got. I'm hoping it's not like downpour outside.
Yeah.
Bruh.
So, I guess that's it.
Yeah, I think so. We had a very gaming topic episode last time. And this one was very diverse.
Diversity.
Yes.
So remind everyone where they can find the show.
So if you want to find the most diverse podcast in podcasting history.
Oh yeah, the most diverse podcast hosted by 2, sometimes 3 white guys.
all who come from like the same goddamn city, except for one.
We literally all went to high school at the exact same school
In the same trade.
Yes,
at a vote school.
Actually.
Yes. So anyway, if you want to listen to 2 white guys be stupid as shit, you can always find this podcast natively on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, Spotify, and of course, import our RSS feed into your favorite podcasting app if we're not there natively. And if you always want to reach out to us, shoot us your comments, questions, concerns, death threats, suggestions, whatever, you can do so by commenting on YouTube if you're listening or emailing us, synapsemisfire@pm.me. We'll read out whatever you say on the show, even if it's threatening. Slightly, moderately, or extremely.
So that's it, huh? We're almost at a year, man. We're almost at a fucking year.
We can't even quit now. We have too much on the line.
We have too much time invested into this.
There's too much time invested. Our fucking boss listens. Like, how do we quit now?
Our boss listens to this.
Yeah. How do we quit now?
Like,
if we
our
want
coworkers listen to this.
Our family listens to this.
Like, bro. We're at, like, almost a year. That's fucking crazy.
Almost a year. 47 weeks.
Anyway.
We're going to do something radical for 52 weeks.
We're going to have a gunfight.
Hell yeah. It would be like Call of Duty.